Hey everyone, Mrs. Heupel here, trying to make the light a little better so you can actually see my face today. But here is your review video of the math lesson for Wednesday, August 28th. So we were working with unit rates, and I've color-coded my instructions for you. Follow these instructions, but plug in the different numbers for each of the problems you see in your book. All right? So we're going to start off with 100 gallons in 5 hours. So that might be what we read in the book. It might be a little longer story problem or a little longer description, but those are the two units that we're working with. Your first step, write down the rate. So I'm going to do that in red. I'm going to write down the rate. It said 100 gallons. That's going to go on the top because that comes first. And then in 5 hours. So that goes on the bottom. That's it. That's your first step. You're basically just rewriting what's in the book. Second thing, number 2, we're going to do that in green. Write down the unit rate. Think nothing over 1. So remember, when I write down a unit rate, I think nothing over 1. So now your paper should look like this. You already wrote down the 100 over 5, right? The unit rate is nothing over 1. That's the unit rate. Remember, in the middle goes an equal sign. That's it, step 2. Let's move on down to our third step. So the next thing you're going to do, ask yourself, how did I get from this number to this number? And so basically you're going from this first denominator to this second denominator. How do I move from 5 to 1? Remember, in math, there's only 4 operations that you could do: add, subtract, multiply, and divide. And when we're dealing with fractions, you're really limited to multiplication and division. Because my number is getting smaller, I'm dividing. So in your brain, think, what can I divide into 5 to get 1? Or 5 divided by what gives me 1? That answer is 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. So because this is dividing by 5, I'm going to, let's scroll down here a little bit, do the same thing to the top. If the numbers get smaller, it's division. Because I'm dividing here, 5 divided by 5, I have to do the same thing here. I have to be fair. Whatever I do to the top, I do to the bottom. Whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. Now, if you can't do the math in your head, you can use a multiplication chart. You may also use a calculator, but 100 divided by 5 is 20. So my answer goes here. All right? I believe the instructions in your math homework today say write the answer in simplest form or its lowest terms. So 20 over 1, that's the same as saying 20 divided by 1. That's the same as 20. Okay? Your unit rate would be 20 gallons, I believe we said, every minute. Your answer is 20. I will put some color-coded notes up on Canvas as well. If you need to watch this video more than once, do it and plug in the numbers from the book. Have a good afternoon.